Hi there, my name is Nicolo Prentice, and you're listening to Mama's Lullaby podcast, where we celebrate you and your journey to and through motherhood, the good, the hard, and the scary, giving you a place to be nurtured and mothered. You deserve it. Welcome. Hey guys, it's Michelle. Please hit that like button and be sure to subscribe so we can keep you up to date on all the latest podcasts. Hello and welcome to another episode of Mama's Lullaby podcast. Welcome to my kitchen. My name is Nicolo Prentice, and I'm so happy to have you join us today. It's a very special podcast today. We have two goals at Mama's Lullaby. The first goal is to just honor you and your journey to and through motherhood, wherever that happened, however it shows up, however you've experienced it. We don't care. We have no judgment. We just want you to know that your job is important, and we see that in you. And the second goal of Mama's Lullaby is to bring a space and a place for you to be nurtured, to be mothered, because we as nurturers tend to always be nurturing other people, and we sometimes forget about ourselves, and we have to keep our ship going and keep it nice and healthy so that we can continue on with helping other people. And so one of the things that I like to do on this podcast is bring on moms who have different experiences, and maybe their experience might be something that's helpful to you in your life and what you're going through. And I also like to just showcase what women are doing in the world, because we are these incredible beings, and men are amazing too, but this is pretty focused on the mamas and the women of our world. So the third part, actually, there's three reasons I want to do this podcast, is I also want to bring people with knowledge, people with experience, people that have wonderful modalities, things that can help us keep our mental, emotional health up. And if we're struggling, we know how to deal with what's going on, because a lot is coming at us at all times, and we don't always know what to do with it. So my goal is to give you a place and people that maybe give you some hope and some help in your journey. So with that being said, I want to introduce my friend Vui over here. She is just an incredible woman. The first time I met her was they were building a restaurant called Vui's Kitchen. And it was near where my daughter was building her business called Mana, my daughter and son-in-law. And when I saw that it was going up, I was like, oh, I love Vietnamese food. I just love Vietnam. I'm so excited. And once they opened, I met you at your store, and I think I introduced myself. And from that day, you never forgot my name. And that was massive. I mean, I forget my own friends' names at times. If I have to introduce someone right away, I'm like, I know your name, but I can't think of it right now. You're like that. You have this beautiful gift of remembering people, and your inner beauty is the outward you can see is beautiful, but her inner beauty just literally shines out of every pore of your body. And so I was over there a few months ago, and I was at her health shop getting an acai bowl, I think. And I said, would you be on my podcast? I'm thinking, she's so busy. They have businesses all over Nashville. There's no way she's going to do my podcast. And she said, yes. So thank you.
Well, thank you for having me. I was very nervous when you asked me. And, I enjoy having conversation like this. And it's fun getting to know each other, one another.
That's what we're doing.
So thank you for making it easy for me to be here.
We're just sitting in the kitchen.
Amazing introduction.
Well, I want you to tell people who don't know you and who don't live in Nashville, because if you live in Nashville, you know what Vui's Kitchen is. And if you don't, you should go check it out, because it is the most delicious food. I was telling her I could eat there literally every day, and I have eaten there a lot, and I will continue to eat there a lot. But can you tell us a little bit about you and your background and your story? Like you said, you moved here from Atlanta.
Yes.
But before Atlanta, you lived in
Vietnam.
Vietnam. Okay.
So I was born and raised in Vietnam.
Okay.
Until I was 10.
Okay.
So we immigrated to America. By that time, I was 12.
And you came right to the South.
Yes. They had picked California for us.
Okay.
We lived in the Philippines for a while.
Okay.
So we were there for cultural education.
Okay.
I just really loved being there.
Yeah.
Sweet, short childhood there.
Yeah.
Sweet community.
I bet.
Community of just all different kinds of families there. And it's just really, really special to me. And then it was time for us to leave.
Wow.
And they picked California, and my mom was like, she had no idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was like, California, all I heard was we have tons of relatives there.
Okay.
And it's basically a little Vietnam outside of Vietnam.
Okay.
So they thought it would be, a great place for us to assimilate.
Okay.
But she had a different idea. She said, you know what, if we're doing this, I want our children to grow up and assimilate into this American culture and way of life. Yeah. So if you can pick another place for us, please.
Who was picking, your dad?
At the immigration.
Oh, immigration picks. I didn't realize that.
And so we came, what is it? International Rescue Committee.
Okay. Okay.
And so through that program, and then anyway, they picked Atlanta. I was like, okay, let's move to Atlanta. And so that was
so how was that moving
12.
from your culture, where you lived, where you knew your whole life, to Atlanta? What was that like for a young girl?
Cultural shock for sure, but also really mesmerized with the grandness of everything.
Really?
My first experience was, it was always so light. It's always, in Vietnam, just electricity and all that. It's just not easily, accessible like we have here.
Okay.
And so the light and the grocery supermarket, how neatly everything's stacked up, and it's just really, we can just go in and pick whatever we want and scan. And
we just take it for granted here, don't we?
Yes.
We don't really know, do we?
I feel very fortunate to have been raised there, and just really that way of life really instill tons of gratitude and values. And what I have now is everything is so amazing and so abundant, and just tons of just gratitude.
Yeah. No, it's really true. We don't always appreciate what we have. We have to sometimes go away from what we have to see how much we have versus the rest of the world.
Yes. Never a glass empty, always full.
Yeah.
Always. Like, I'm grateful to have a sense of just a disposition in life.
How was your mom like that? Where do you think you came up with that sort of attitude? And
just very fortunate. She didn't have honestly, to me, through my eyes, she had a hard life growing up. She's been would have been on her own since she was 6, 7 years old.
Oh, on her own?
On her own. So
wow.
My grandparents, my grandfather passed, and so she was one of 9 children. Wow. And back in the day, it's normal for men to have multiple wives, and she was the daughter of the second wife. Okay. And my grandmother, she just did not have, very naive, and did not know about how to just really navigate.
Yeah, of course. She did what she knew.
So many children, right? And then my mom was a baby, and so she was really on her own. Yeah. And so I think she got taken in by another family member, and she was there just working her way and helping. Wow. Like a mother's helper, and just figure things out on her own. Yeah. And, long story short, she had 7 children. I'm one of 7. Wow. And a single mom.
Single mom.
My dad, so they got married, separated, because he had another.
Of course, yes.
Baby with a second family, and she was not going to put herself in a position where she had to be, in that kind of environment. So she left.
Yeah, wow. What a strong woman. What a strong woman.
I got to be around her quite a bit growing up because I was a baby. So she worked really hard, day and night, morning and night. Just, she's such a survivor.
Yeah. Boy, I can see why you have the work ethic you have now.
My siblings helped her, but she just went out there and just really worked really hard to make life happen. Yeah. Raising her children, ensuring that we were sheltered and cared for. I never missed anything growing up. I always felt like we had everything. Wow. The little that we had was quite fulfilling. But just watching her and seeing her now, at almost 50 years, like, wow, what an amazing woman.
Yes. Is your mom still alive?
She is. She lives in Atlanta with my sister.
Okay.
Yes, she's 80 now.
Oh my goodness.
She's very healthy and still go-getter. But she's been just on her own all this time. And if she had that, she never complained. but she knew she wanted to give us a better life. She knew that Vietnam was not the place for us.
Yeah.
And so when she was younger, back in the day, she worked at the what is it, American base, Army base.
Yeah.
She had my sister.
Oh, wow.
She had a baby, and she's my sister.
Yeah.
She's half American,
Okay.
and she's the reason that I got to come to America.
Oh, wow.
Yes. So
Goodness.
such a blessing. Here we are.
Wow. Amazing.
But I have nothing to complain about.
Yeah.
Life is great. I feel very fortunate. I never, honestly, I was lost growing up. It's just a way of life. Or, after coming to America, just seeing other families. My mom was like, you got to have a career path. You got to be a doctor. You got to be a lawyer. You got to be a nurse. I was like, I don't know what I want to do, what to be in life. But for some reason, I knew that I wanted to be a business owner.
Okay.
Watching my mom on her own, she traded. Back in the day, she traded with. We lived in the Highlands, known for coffee, and she traded beans and rice with the local tribe.
Okay.
And that allows her, gave her the income to take care of us in the way that she did. Very resourceful.
Oh my God.
Very, very, very resourceful.
That is amazing.
She did not have any kind of educational upbringing or anything, but she can count her with.
Hey, listen, that spirit of can do is worth any amount of education. There's no amount of education that can give you that. That is an internal decision that you make inside of yourself. And what I'm noticing about you, I keep hearing you say, I'm so grateful. I think that I've heard this, you can't be grateful and unhappy at the same time. And not everybody, unfortunately, was raised with sort of that kind of understanding or doesn't adopt that understanding right now. We have a lot of things in our world that you could look at and say, this is bad, and feel bad inside, and look at social media and feel very judged and feel very less than, because you look at all these people look like they have their life together. And, it's like we take pictures and we make sure our hair looks good and we put a filter on and we, it's like, it's not real. It's just not real. At Mama's Lullaby, we try to be real. I try to be as real as I can because I want people to know that nobody is perfect. And I'm sure you haven't had a perfect life, but you've made a decision about your attitude that has made things go in a certain way for you. And when things don't go right, you use your attitude to deal with it, right?
I feel very fortunate for that. Married now, fortunate, grateful to be married for almost 20 years.
Oh, congratulations.
And my husband is my number one supporter through all of this. And I've, learned I wasn't always like this, talkative. He brought me out of my shell.
Did he? He brought
But
you
being in the hospitality restaurant world really helped me. And really, I've gotten to know so many families over the years. And it's really helped me out of my shell, just be the way that I am today. Just who I am.
Well, I love what you're saying. Because, we can change. And we can become more of what we want to be. I think, I remember being at a party when I was probably maybe late teens, early 20s. And there was a woman at this party. And she was very outgoing and she didn't know anybody. And she was just out like, hi, I'm so-and-so, what's your name? And she seemed very comfortable in her own skin. And I felt very uncomfortable because I didn't know anybody and I felt self-conscious. And I watched her and I remember thinking, I want to be like that. Like, I want to feel so comfortable that I could go up to a stranger and introduce myself and not feel weird. And so I just practiced. Well, I wasn't, but I practiced being that way. I just made myself go do it. And as I did it more and more, I became that way.
I can resonate with that.
Yeah.
I started working in a restaurant when I was 19.
Okay.
Day one turned into 10 years.
Oh,
and
wow.
I eventually acquired the restaurant after that.
Is this in Atlanta?
In Atlanta. It was a vegetarian restaurant.
Okay.
Yes, that's where I met my husband.
Oh, okay.
He lived there for a while, and then we met there, and his family's from here. We got married in 2008. Decided to start life over here in Nashville. It's been sweet for us. It took quite some time to, create a community here. And I'm really grateful, I started working at Whole Foods. I got to meet so many wonderful people there, still do today. My boss is there. Yeah. My coworkers there.
Oh, really?
I still see them today.
Oh, wow.
And they've been great supporters. Yeah. With us, with our juice bar and our Vui's kitchen journey.
Yeah.
It's been tremendous, and still friends with them today.
Oh, that's so
but I got to meet a lot of customers there, and then honestly, our business really cemented us here.
Yeah.
And give us this community and that we never had before, and created that, and it's been just really sweet, and I'm very proud of that and grateful for that kind of support.
Yeah,
community
100%.
support.
And your mama too.
Yes.
How many
Grateful. 2 girls.
2 girls.
2 sweet little teenagers.
Sweet little teenagers. That's good.
Sweet. I mean, my our 16-year-old's driving.
Oh boy.
I have to learn. I have learned in a short period of time on how to be letting go and really accepting that they're growing up.
Yeah.
They're their own people.
Do you remember the first time you let her go off in the car by herself?
Yes. Today we have that app 360. I was on
Oh
there.
gosh.
It took over my being for a while. I was outside of myself. And learning to talk a lot to my husband about that and other friends too. This is where I've never been this way before.
Yep.
It's been really sweet and simple and just easygoing. I've best, children, parenting and all that. They still are the greatest children ever.
Yeah.
It's just learning how to navigate. They're coming into their own.
Right.
They're stepping into a different phase.
Yep.
The world is, and for me, is learning how to be, what kind of mother, what kind of, do I want to be, do I want to be?
Yes, right.
But just really a sense of acceptance.
Yeah.
I was having a really hard time.
Yeah. How did you?
Emotional for me.
Right. How did you kind of get through that?
Just really, I think communication, talking. I was having
To your daughter, like telling her how you were feeling, or what?
I was feeling a certain way, and it was hard for me. And I trust her, and it's just the world out there.
Yeah, I trust you. It's all those other drivers that I do not trust.
I know you.
Right.
I know who you are.
Right.
And I'm really proud of the person you're becoming and who you are. And that I wanted to create boundaries, safe boundaries to adhere to, so that way I feel good about it.
Yeah.
And that you also have something to look up to.
Right.
To ground yourself.
Yeah. You want them to have that little voice in their head a little bit going, remember this. Remember this.
Yes. And so just continuing conversation.
Yeah.
To have a different life, not the same. My job is to create a safe home.
Right.
An open channel for them to come to.
How did you know to do that?
No.
How did you know? Because we're all being parents for the first time in every stage of parenthood, right? It's your first time having a 16-year-old. It's going to be your first time having a 17-year-old. It's like it's all of our first times, every stage of motherhood.
Not to do that. It takes to. I sensed that from her that she was getting away from me.
Okay.
It's like, okay, my approach is not working. I need to figure a different, genuine approach.
Yeah.
Where I can be myself, still nurture, caretaker, and all that, but not hovering. And let her be and experience her life, her stage, the way that's authentic to her.
And how does your husband? How does he feel about that part?
I was hoping that he would be the sheriff, and he's so low key and just
really
easygoing. I was like, how can you be so easygoing? Just pull my hair outside of myself.
Yeah.
Just sweating. It's like, honey, you just have to trust. Our job is to be the consultant, the guardian, to help and guide. And
that's a beautiful way.
You feel like it's helping you by being a certain way, hovering and just asking every single details when you already knew. And so it's just trust. So he's helped me a lot.
That's great.
In the process.
That's beautiful.
Just breathe.
Yeah.
It's the moment.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
We raised them to be independent. And here they are doing it.
And how dare you be independent?
Right?
Yes.
We've raised them to
right.
be.
Yes, you want them to be able to go
that
off
tool.
yes.
to go off and be secure, confident. And here you are. It's like, you know what? You're right. It's a great reminder.
It's a great reminder. I'm going to go.
Fortunate that they're really mentally sound.
Yes.
Capable, strong.
Yes.
They
Yeah.
know their voice. They have their true north.
Well, they've had a beautiful example. I mean, and truly, our children don't do what we say, they do what we do. Right?
Yes.
My mother used to always say, do as I say, not as I do. It doesn't work that way.
Lead by example for sure.
Yeah.
And I'm not perfect.
Of course.
Honestly.
You're not? Are you sure? She feels pretty perfect.
Being that, open up the space for them to really be closer to me and share what's going on in their world.
So are you saying that you shared things that weren't perfect about you with them? Is that what you're saying?
I apologize when I did something that I'm not so proud of. I apologize and own up to them. So you know what? I said something that I wasn't proud of. I'm sorry. And I want them to learn that, to know that it's okay to make mistakes.
Yeah.
And I make mistakes all the time.
Yeah.
And sometimes some of that is trust. When they share something with you, keep it confidential.
Oh, right.
And
Yes, I've had to learn that one.
I get so excited and share, blah, 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 and I just realized, Mommy, when I share that with you, that was meant for us only.
Yeah.
And so I'm learning a lot from that.
That's a very good point. My kids have said that to me too, because I'm not a private person. I'm not private. I'll tell you anything about myself. I really will. Maybe way too much. Right? I'm just not private. And so I don't think about like I do now. And I'm married to the most private human being on the planet. Mark Prentice is. Matter of fact, when we started dating, he wrote me this beautiful card. And it's all these lovely things in the card. And then he said at the bottom, I still have this card. If you share this with anybody, I'll be very disappointed in you. So guess what I did? I shared it with absolutely everybody, because don't tell me what I'm gonna do with my card. But
I'm so proud.
But I've had to learn to not be so with other people's information. When someone and I've said this with my kids, if you tell me something and you definitely don't want me to, please just keep this between us, and then I will.
Boundaries.
I've learned it.
Same here.
And I have said before that I think the hardest part for me as a mom, parenting, has been having adult children. That has been the most challenging part for me, because you're already on the road, which is great. I didn't know where that line was, where you stop parenting as though they are children and you start letting go of the reins a little more and don't tell them everything they need to be doing, or don't put your input in every single time, or because that built a lot of resentment from my kids. It built a lot of them pushing away. I'll never forget my daughter saying to me, when I would see your number come up on my phone, I would get nauseous. That was a gut punch. It was like, wow, okay. So I had a lot to learn, but I'd been a mom since I was 18. I had no idea what I was doing. I just did what I knew to do. I did the best I could. I did the best with what I had, which is all we can do. And that's one of the reasons I want to bring people on this podcast and to create these villages of women, so that we can learn from one another, so we can support one another, so we can share our stories. And maybe somebody oh gosh, okay, I'm gonna not go into that hole. That's a good thing to remember. I wish someone would have told me, there's a point at which, when your children start to mature, you back off. You don't if they don't ask you, you don't give them your opinion. That's a hard one for an Italian Mexican woman. It's a hard one. I have a lot of opinions, and I'm learning to keep them to myself unless they ask me.
It's hard.
It's very
When
hard.
you're an open person, you want to share and all that. I can see how that can be very difficult, because I'm learning that too. Boundaries. But also, one thing that I said to them is, I will always be here to protect you. That's my job. And so no matter how old, what stage you're in, my job will always to be here to protect you, period. And no matter what. That's just, there's no compromise with that.
That's so beautiful. And not everybody has that with their parent, because not every parent knows to do that, or knows how to do that, or has had that done for them. There's one of the songs on my Lullaby project. It's called That's All I Know. And I wrote it with the amazing Mike Reed. who wrote "I Can't Make You Love Me," the Bonnie Raitt saying. He's just an incredible poet. And what the song, it's about being a first-time mom, basically, and not and thinking when you have the baby, like, you know everything. I know what I'm going to do. I know how I'm going to do this. I know, and then you realize, oh my gosh, I don't really know anything. But the one thing I do know is that I'm here to love you. And that's all I do know. And there's a line that says, there'll be times I'll disappoint you, and there'll be times when tears will fall. But in those times when you are lonely, I hope you know I'm just a call away, you know? And it's like, that's all we moms want, you know, is to have our children be healthy and happy and prosperous, right? That's every mom wants that for their child.
Yes.
Whether we have the ability to guide them in that way or not, because of whatever we went through in our childhood and whatever resources and references and things that we hold, it's just, as we women come together, I really want to foster acceptance, love, and non-judgment, because we don't know what someone's life has been like. We don't know what their experiences have been like. I would never guess what your mother's life was like. Based on how you are, I would never guess, right? So we don't know, and it's really beautiful to ask questions, tell me about you.
My mom never shared anything.
Yeah, well, those in that generation,
different generation,
you never spoke of anything.
Never
There's
shared
still secrets in my mom's family. They're all talking like, I don't know, maybe so and so was so and so's cousin, and maybe like there's lots of incest in our family. There's a lot of intermarriages, of the family in both of the sides of my family. I mean, in the day, they all, you know, the families were small. I mean, the families were big, but the communities were small. And sometimes you marry your cousin. Sometimes you marry your nephew. Sometimes you marry your nephew. That happened in my family. And so, but there's a lot of shame and things that get put into people's lives. And I'm hoping that as we progress in our lives as humans and we evolve, that we can just be ourselves, be real, be honest, and have a safe place where you can speak your truth and not be judged.
Great.
And ask, why do you feel that way? Tell me how you're feeling. What's bringing this up for you? You know,
it's liberating.
It is.
To not to carry all that, right?
Oh my gosh.
And without any of that, it creates a sense of just joy. You know, real joy.
You can really be in your life, in your moments.
Yes.
Tell me about building these businesses and raising children at the same time, because it's a lot.
My days, it's just blur. It goes by so fast.
When you were starting to build, okay, what was your first restaurant you built? Was that the one in Berry Hill? Was that?
We built a juice bar.
Okay, the juice bar is the first one. Okay.
Yes. And we have since then rebranded to cafe. We've added a lot of just, you know, my mission is to really nourish our community, people left and right, through wholesome, healthy, but also tasty food.
Yes.
Whether it's a bowl or a salad or a sandwich or juice or smoothie, that's my like true north.
Okay.
And when I put anything together, and it's that. And so we were fortunate enough to start that first. And then with Vui's Kitchen, you know, with my Vietnamese upbringing, I want to share that accessible, approachable Asian fresh Vietnamese food. And what does that look like? And then so that's how Vui's Kitchen was born. And that location right there, very special, very charming, and very right next to our cafe.
Yes.
It's a very special spot to me. I feel very honored to be that health and wellness corner with our businesses there.
It's so beautiful. When you were building it, how were you managing the children and the time and school and all that? How did you do that?
It's a partnership with my husband for sure. It takes the two of us, and I feel very fortunate that I have someone that we can, you know, share our day to day. You know, we share our businesses together. We have this wonderful marriage with our two children, and what does it look like? And so he would do a lot of drop-offs and pickups, and I would be at the restaurant, or vice versa, and on days that I could do it.
Right.
And so we just really split it up and work on having a routine.
Yeah.
So our girls, it was important for us that our girls are always with one of us.
Okay.
and they're not orphan.
Yeah. I mean, did you have
So,
family here to help you as well? Or?
No.
Okay.
In the beginning, yes, when they were, infants, my mom lived with us for 3
Oh,
years.
okay.
But after our business got started, it was just two of us, and his mom, she's no longer here with us. But back then, she helped us quite a bit. She would pick them up from school, drop them off at what is it, a church school right nearby, Hillwood Presbyterian
Okay.
Church. And so it takes a community, honestly. And then when both of us couldn't do it, we would just call up, hey, Mom, can you do the pickup this time?
Right.
Or can I drop off and pick up? It's just really communicating with our circle of parents and family, and just go down the list.
Right. Have a list. Yeah. I think about, when I take my granddaughter to the park, I talk to a lot of moms there, and I hear this a lot, that either people don't live near their family, they're estranged from their families don't want to help them. There's a lot of that going on, unfortunately, or they're single moms and they just don't have that community. What would you say to somebody who doesn't really have that wonderful community? What would you say? Is there something that you might share with them? That's what we're trying to do with Mama's Lullaby, is create the community in, hopefully all over the country, eventually the actual physical communities of people. But you didn't always have everything. So what would you say to someone who didn't have that?
First of all, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I feel very fortunate. I'm sorry. And what I've learned that is that women are so just powerful and capable. My mom never asked for help or anything like that. She just, did everything herself, never asked. But I think that the importance of just really just saying something, I'm here. I'm big on not invading or trying to step into someone's space, but also to acknowledge, hey, I'm here. I'm available, X, Y, and Z, but be specific.
Yeah.
If I can be supported in any way, I'm available.
Yeah.
I think that just reassuring and soothing to hear someone.
Yeah.
I fortunate enough to have really a great circle of friends who we recently got together, and one of them, both of them were no longer, they were going through divorce at the time, but they had each other. I had one friend, all you need is just one person to acknowledge, hey, it's just the two of us. I'm here.
Yeah.
If you need anything, just show up unexpectedly with something.
Yeah.
And that's something that can just soothe.
Yeah. Or being a help to someone else that you see is struggling. Yeah, that's really a great point. Yeah. So now with your businesses, and they're hopping, which is awesome. You're there. How much are you there in a day? Are you there every day?
I'm there all the time. I'm there all the time. That's my life.
Yeah. And your kids, are they there a lot, or they're mostly?
They help out on the weekend now that they're, in high school, and one of them is in 8th grade. They're busy with school.
Sure.
But they help on the weekend.
Do they enjoy working at?
They do. They enjoy being there. And that's, I share with them. It's taught me a lot. And, and I would also love for them to work at other places too. I think that work ethic is an important part to really instill in our children. I can never emphasize it, enough.
Yeah.
Whether it's at home, helping out, or outside, just doing those things is just instrumental.
Yeah. No, the support is amazing. I know when I was growing up, my mom, every Saturday, we cleaned the house. And I would wake up to her vacuuming under the bed. That's how I'd wake up. I'd be,
That's my sister growing up.
Yeah, your sister?
My sister.
She'd vacuum while you were asleep?
Yes, she doesn't care. She did not care at all.
Yeah.
It's time to clean, then it's time to clean.
Yeah. I think yep. And when my kids were little, I used to feel like I couldn't leave the house or do anything till I cleaned my house. And if I could do it differently, I would not care about my house when they were little. I would be playing with them. I would have spent more time doing stuff with them instead of trying to, they're making a mess constantly.
I was thinking about that recently.
Were you?
Our time with them is so short.
Oh my gosh, the days are long, but the years go fast.
Yes.
Right?
That was one thing that I was telling myself. Multitasking. We get into
Yes.
this mode of, okay, honey, yeah. Just doing too many things at once. And that the designated time just to be available for them, just one-on-one. Doesn't have to be all day long.
No, it can't be.
But that committed time, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, that's all. That's what really matters. And I wish I'd done more of that.
Me too.
More of that.
Me too. But you know what? That's okay. We did the best we could.
But now, if they want to sit down for just, I'm in the middle of something, it's like, Mommy, can you hang out with me for a minute? I was like, yes, honey.
Yes.
Please.
Yeah, I think that's so, we think these things are so important, right? These things that are not urgent, but to us, we feel like, I just need to get that kitchen cleaned. Then I can think. And I get like that still sometimes, you know.
I still do.
Do you?
I still do. It's I don't know. I feel like having an organized, clean home, it's a sacred space, an oasis allows me, my brain, to think clearly.
Yeah, I can't think clearly.
Because I'm always at work. I organize, I clean, put things in there all the time. So when I come home, I like my space to be as such, and they know that. So
well, that's good.
My
so
husband is great at that.
Oh, lucky you.
He's great at decorating, organizing, everything.
Jackpot, girl.
Yes, seriously.
But you deserve that.
Oh,
you deserve that. That's beautiful.
And I articulate it. It's just the importance of having a space that is well kept. It allows me to function optimally. It puts me in a good mood.
Yes.
I know. When I come home with dishes are in the sink, it just puts me in that mood. And I would get to it right away. I would clean, and they don't want me to. Mommy, you've had a long day at work. That's our job. Let me do that.
Well, that's
it's like you know how I feel about that.
Yes, that would have been nice to have it done before I came home. But no, yeah.
Yes, just going back to that point. Yeah. Yes, moments with them are very, very special.
Yeah.
And that everything else is secondary.
That's so for you young mamas out there who were raised with moms like my mom, who I absolutely adore my mother, and she is still a fastidious housekeeper. Her house is so tidy. So is my stepdad. It's wonderful. Nothing's out of place ever. It's really nice. My house looks like a bomb goes off a lot. And it's just me and my husband here. Well, I have my granddaughter here.
Organized chaos. It's very intentional. Your space is very intentional.
Yeah, it is intentional. And when it's all tidy and clean,
it is clean.
It's really great. I enjoy that too. And I need that for my own mental, capacity to think clearly. I get very scattered. But when we would have big parties here, I used to have parties all the time. When I first moved here, I didn't really know anybody. So I lived in Phoenix, and my husband hired me to sing in a show there when it wasn't my husband at the time, but I worked for him for about 3.5 years. And then we ended up getting together and getting married, and I moved here with my 2 kids from my prior marriage. And I didn't know anybody here. And so how I got to know people was we would invite people over for barbecues. So different groups of people that he worked with, musicians, they would come over for barbecue. But whenever I'd have people come over, before they came over, I had to clean the house and make sure the house was, and my kids hated it because I would be so cranky. Like I'd clean it and then they'd leave. So I'm like, why is that there? Get it out. I would just become this horrible mom. So they hated it when we had parties because I was a monster, basically. Aww. I kind of turned into a witch. But so like, we're having another party, great. But I kind of remember my mom being the snappy.
Not very proud, but yes, but I would get that way too.
Yeah, now having it to do over again, I'm like, hey, nobody even notices. No one notices that my house is so clean. They don't even care. They're like, there's the food, there's the music. We don't care. They don't care.
It's us.
It's us.
It's us.
It's crazy town.
It's crazy.
I'm not gonna lie. I do like having a housekeeper come and clean my house when I walk in the door and it's all clean. That's very lovely.
That's a perk for sure.
It's very nice. I've had it off and on, and I definitely appreciate it. I'm like, we need our own wives. Don't you think? Like, wouldn't it be nice to have your own wife?
So you got me for that.
Well, he seems like a great husband.
He's honestly very organized.
Okay, that's amazing.
Very clean, and our house is always pristine.
Yeah,
clutter-free.
Wow, that's really nice.
Everywhere in my life is great except for my closet. I would clean it and I throw
Of course. How does that happen? Like, we get it all nice and it lasts about 3 months maybe? Because you're in a hurry. You're like, I'll do it later, and then you just don't. Oh, it's just never ending. But anyway, the people are the most important thing, not the stuff, right?
Yes.
It's the people.
Yes.
And that's what we're trying to focus on here is the people. So this year with Mama's Lullaby, we are going to start some community building. I'm calling them village builders. And we're going to take sage mamas, seasoned mamas of every stage. Because, I feel
Seasoned.
seasoned mamas, from grandmothers to great grandmothers, like they have so much wisdom in them. And maybe their families are all off moving and doing, grooving and moving and busy, and they're kind of home and they're not really being utilized. And there's no point. I mean, think about it. At what point as a human being do you want to not be needed or wanted anymore? And in our culture, our American culture, unfortunately, we have taken the elders and we've turned them into the elderly. And that's a different feeling. Elderly is different than elder, right?
Respect your elder.
Elder is a respectful thing. Elderly is like, oh, poor old grandpa. He's crazy, or he's just...
Always honor and respect your elder.
Yes.
Always.
And I feel like they will be healthier. So I want to involve them in this newer generation, our generation, the mid-mothers, the mothers that are in the teenagers, the mothers like me that are grandmothers and their kids are in their 30s and now 40 and 20 still. We all need, there's something everyone has to share and give and also to receive.
Yes.
And so we're going to be doing these village builders where we're going to bring those two groups together. We're going to have a holistic person come and teach some beautiful emotional tools, something that will help them, maybe relax them, teach them how to use them on themselves, and feed them really good food. And so they feel fed, they feel nurtured, and then send them out in the world a little filled. And also with some new connections of friends.
Definitely.
And that's what we're doing this next year.
That's exciting.
And I'm very excited. Thank you. And I would love to have you involved in one of those sometime when you feel up to it.
Just let me know.
Yes.
All you have to do is ask.
Yes, I will definitely be asking. But it's been just so incredibly lovely to hear your story a little bit and to get to know you. And do you have a website for Vui's if people...
Yes. Vui's Kitchen with our Vietnamese Asian concept is vuiskitchen.com.
Vuiskitchen.com, yes.
And Vui's Cafe is currently vuisjuicecafe.com.
Okay. If you live in Nashville or you're coming to visit Nashville, you absolutely must go eat at both of those places because the acai bowl is my favorite with the blue algae. I always have to add that, the blue one.
The blue spirulina, blue magic spirulina.
Yes, I just love it so much.
Yes.
It's so beautiful and
it's filling. It's what's satisfying.
It is very satisfying.
It's one of our very most popular items.
Is it?
Yes, tons of men get them.
Yeah.
It's just really a fast way to get some nutrition in, but also
It fills you up. It does.
For a long, long time.
When I want something sweet, I go there and I get an acai bowl. And I eat the whole thing by myself.
She brings her sweet little granddaughter there too.
Yes, Mila, she loved it.
Yes, and we're gonna have a little kids menu section.
Oh, are
with
you?
a kids cup. That'd be very cute.
Oh, that'd
just
be great.
Smaller size.
That's so smart.
Yes.
Well, you are a brilliant, beautiful, wonderful human, and I'm so happy to have you on the show today. Thank you so much for coming, and I would love to have you in the circles and more of the things that we're doing. Please check out vuiskitchen.com and Vui's Juice, and what was it again? Juicecafe.com. And just remember this: you are important. Your journey is important. You have a place in this circle, in this village. Come and be a part of our village. Please check out mamaslullaby.com if you like what we're doing and support us. We have beautiful music. We have 2 volumes of lullabies specifically for moms. The music is amazing. I co-wrote them with some of the greatest writers in the whole world. Amy Grant to be one of them, Mike Reed, Marcus Hummon, Linda Davis. Just I can't even name them all. They're so amazing. We have mugs and all kinds of wonderful things that you can support Mama's Lullaby. We do shows. So sign up for our website. All of our music is also on all streaming platforms and all that, but sign up for our email so we can keep you abreast of what's going on, and you maybe come to a show and maybe I'll meet you in person someday. But until then, take very good care of yourself, know you're important, and see your own worth, because we do. Have a great day. Bye. Touching, feeling, falling, really
Child of the sunlight, child of the moon, half of my soul, and also with you. If I say a prayer, what else should I do?